edition of Tit Bits, and we're so excited to be here to take you through all you need to know. Well, we're live on oluyolefm 96.3 and Agility FM 92.1 as usual. We're also streaming live on YouTube. Visit oluyolefm on YouTube. Do subscribe and share to enjoy all our programs right here. On the show this morning, we'll take a look at happenings in the camp of Remo Stars as the coach of the side, Daniel Ogumolede, is speaking following his team's first away win of the season. Let's take a look at the Nigerian National League is preparing for the new NNL season set to commence later in the month. Well, also on the show, yes, Enyimba currently preparing for the African Football League, as well as Rivers United also preparing for their CAF Confederations Cup encounter against Dream Football Club. We also take a look at fallout from Super Eagles' two friendly games against Saudi Arabia and against Mozambique, as the technical director at the NFF, Osine Guavon, will be speaking this morning, as well as the media officer of the Super Eagles, Babafemi Raji, will also be on the show this morning to talk about preparations ahead of the African Cup of Nations coming up in January over there at Côte d'Ivoire. Also this morning, Francis Uzoho, the under fire Super Eagles goalkeeper, has sent a message to football fans across the country. You want to find out what the message is? You have to stick around on the show this morning. Even as Israel Adesanya has announced a sabbatical break from UFC. Why? You got to find out on the show this morning. All you need to do is to sit back and relax to enjoy this beautiful ride as we kickstart from the home front this morning, where the head coach of MPFL club Remo Stars, as Daniel Ogumolede, has expressed his excitement over his team's first away win of the season. Well, Remo Stars surprised the league followers over the weekend as they secured a 2-1 win in Yenogwa against Bayelsa United. The victory was a morale booster for the Kennecal club after suffering a 2-0 loss to Rivers United on last week Thursday. While reacting to the result, the coach was thrilled with the outcome of the game and hopes to get more positive results away from home this very season. Ogumolede on the show this morning.
From the defeat in Rivers, and we know we're going.
Well, apologies for that short break. Well, we will take that story much later. All right, still talking about Remo Stars this morning. Well, players of Remo Stars dominated the MPFL Matchday 3 Team of the Week. Remo Stars recorded their first away win of the season, beating Bayelsa United 2-1 in Yenogwa last weekend. Defender Undoka Jr., Adams Olamileko, and Sikiru Alimi made the selection. Olamileko and Alimi have scored Remo Stars goals in that particular encounter. Sporting Lagos also have two players, Chinedu Ufere and Godwin Odion, on the list. Better Insurance defender Benjamin Tanimu, Lobby Stars Chinedu Sunday, Heartlands Ezekiel Bassi, Doma United goalkeeper Kingdom Osai, and Aimbas Chijioke Mbama and Taufik Malomo, of Shooting Stars, also made the list. Remo Stars coach Daniel Ogumorede was named the coach of the week. Well, let's listen to him once again.
And we know we are going to face a stiff battle by SR team. You can imagine what they did in their last home games. Till the end, and of course we got what I think this is an opportunity to revive ourselves from the defeat in Rivers, and we know we are going to face a stiff battle by SR team. You can imagine what they did in their last home games, coming back from 2-3 goals, and we know we are facing a tough battle, and we're hoping for it. The weather was not too good, but we fought till the end, and of course we got what I think we deserve. You could see from the Bayelsa boys, it never showed they were hungry. They came all out as if we were still having equal numbers. So I credit their ruggedity, their mentality. They want to, but tactically they couldn't meet up, unfortunately.
You just listened to Daniel Ogumorede speaking there following his team's first away win of the season. We're moving to the second tier of Nigerian League football. That's the Nigerian National League. Well, they have penciled down, that's the management of the league, have penciled down 18 stadia for inspection ahead of the start of the new NNL season. Well, the kickoff date is built for the 20th day in the month of October 2023. Well, the chief operating officer of the league, that's Dr. Ayo Abdurrahman, said that any of the facilities that fall short of required standard will not host league games. Well, Dr. Abdurrahman urged the facility inspectors to focus on the playing pitches of the stadiums, changing rooms, perimeter fencing, media tribune, and others. He added that a special facility inspectors and compliance officers have been assigned to carry out thorough inspection of the facilities. Let's take a look at the stadiums that have been penciled down for inspection. First off is the UJ Eswene Stadium in the city of Calabar. Also the MK Abela Stadium in Abeokuta, Dekwadino Stadium in Ijebu-Ode, Ole Township Stadium in Delta State, Oshobo Township Stadium in Oshobo, the Shaw Stadium in Obomosho, the Kawade Fireman Stadium in Ado-Ekiti, the Area 10 Stadium in Garki, Abuja, the Area 3 Stadium in Garki, Abuja, the Gengian Memorial Stadium in Sokoto, the FIFA Goal Project in Benin Kebbi, the Abubakar Labo Controller Stadium in Katsina, the Kazure Stadium in Jigawa, the Atiku Abubakar Stadium in Fufore Adamawa, the El Kanemi Warriors Stadium in Borno, the Kashua Stadium in Yobe, and the Sadwana Memorial Stadium in Zamfara. Well, away from there, let's talk continental football this morning. We're ahead of the group stage of the CAF Confederations Cup. Dream Football Club has confirmed that the venue for their home games. Dreams are placed in Group C alongside Rivers United, Club African, and Debutants Academia de Lobito. Dreams eliminated Guinean side, that's the Milo Football Club, the Kanka of Sierra Leone, to book their sports in the Group C phase of the tournament for the first time in history. Of course, they played at the Accra City Stadium. Well, at the Accra Sports Stadium didn't meet the requirements of CAF but licensing measures, both requirements of CAF and licensing measures, Dreams has opted for the Cape Coast Stadium in Ghana for their group games. We're still talking African continental football this morning. Eyimba young center forward Adiele Eriogo has been included in the Nigerian champions 25-man squad that will be traveling to Uyo ahead of the wider Casablanca clash in the African Football League. Adele suffered an injury in Eyimba's first game of the season, where they suffered 2-0 loss to Gombe United at the Pantami Stadium. He has now returned in time to be in the squad for the first African Football League clash against Moroccan side wider Casablanca this weekend, and the game will be decided in Uyo at the Gosul Akpabio International Stadium. The Ababon forward will take part in the first full training session with the MPFL champions today ahead of the clash on Sunday against the Moroccan champions. Well, let's cross to the national team this morning, where technical director of the NFF, Hossein Cerezo Igavoin, believe that the Super Eagles have the quality to win the 2023 African Cup of Nations coming up next year. The Super Eagles last tasted success on the continent back in 2013 in South Africa. The West African country will be looking to win a fourth African title next year in Cote d'Ivoire. Jose Pesiero's side have been drawn in Group A alongside host nation Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau. Everyone insists that the Super Eagles can beat the 23 other teams participating in the competition. Let's listen to the technical director of the NFF, Hossein Cerezo Igavoin.
The finals, we've been craving to try to get Nations Cup. Nothing is cheap. Nothing is cheap. We know that. We all learn from mistakes and experience as well. And approach is very simple. You must approach first game like the finals, or approach every game like the finals. We've been craving to try to get Nations Cup back. Since 2013, we've not been able to achieve that feat because we know we have the capacity, we have the quality, we have everything to be able to win it. But to say it is easy, but to achieve it is another thing. So everybody has to work towards the same goal, support the team whatever way we can, support the coaches as well. When I say team, the entire team, and support them, and the players have to go out there and do the job.
The Super Eagles need maximum support to win the next African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. Hossein Cerezo Igavoin speaking there. Well, also speaking this morning is media officer of the Super Eagles, Bafe Miraji, who believes that the Super Eagles will be at their best when they face Cote d'Ivoire at next year's African Cup of Nations. Three-time African champions are drawn against the Elephants, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau. Cote d'Ivoire are Nigeria's biggest opposition in the group. And Bafe Miraji believes that the Super Eagles have what it takes to do it again.
That's because we have the potential. That's because we have the material. That's because we believe a lot that it is time to do it again. We want to do it again because we believe it's time. Nigerians deserve to celebrate. We all deserve to celebrate. We have 200 million Nigerians right behind us. We have the federal government right behind us. And we can see from the group that that is the Group A, that can usher us into the knockout phases of the Cup of Nations next year in Cote d'Ivoire. We have the materials. When it comes to the players, I don't see any team as blessed in terms of materials, quality, or the depth in quality as we have in the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And talking about even the coaching crew, and the technical crew, the staff, the Nigeria Football Federation, led by Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau, has been pumping in everything to ensure we achieve this. And believe me, every other Nigerian should rally around. We know there will be gray areas when it comes to certain things, but remember, even Argentina lost to the same Saudi Arabia and then went on to win the World Cup. Little blips will not change things. The goal is to go to AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire next year and win the World Cup. We did it in 1980. In 1994, we won the Cup of Nations in Tunisia. We went to South Africa, conquered the rest of Africa in 2013. That was 10 years ago. In 2024, next year, the AFCON 2023 in Cote d'Ivoire, we will go and win. Come on, we are Nigerians. We've been through a lot. And remember, aside crude oil that we export, the major export for Nigeria is football. And trust me, the key thing that unites every Nigerian, devoid of ethnic, religious, or whatever differences, remains football. If there is a language Nigerians have, it is the language called football. And we're harnessing this to ensure we have the joy. And now the Super Eagles, they give the joy. I can't just stop saying this over and over again. We have to put in this energy, this positive energy that is also resonating here in camp. And the main thing we're talking about is the Cup of Nations. And we will have mock exams like we did yesterday. You know, we know how to correct one or two things. But the fact is we want to go to Cote d'Ivoire and do it again. So
Babafemi Rajesh, Super Eagles media officer, has speaking with all boldness this lovely morning. The Super Eagles will open their campaign against Equatorial Guinea at the Al Hassan Qatar Stadium in Abidjan on the 14th of January before the face host nation Cote d'Ivoire 4 days later. The final group game will be against familiar foes Guinea-Bissau on the 22nd of January. Well, quick break on the show this morning, and when I return, we will talk about under fire Super Eagles goalkeeper Francis Uzoho.
kéèyàn jókòó tẹ́tẹ́rẹ́ kò tán ohun tí ń ṣe ni ìgbìyànjú ni kẹ́dà ó gba iléeṣẹ́ Jitalex International Empowerment Poverty Alleviation and Self-Reliance ló ti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìrónilágbára lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà àti láti yọ̀yàn kúrò nínú ọ̀fìn àìrówóná dẹni tí yóò lè dádúró lórí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ bọ́ bá ta tí òró tó olú tí ọ̀yọ́ tó wá dàbí ẹni pé ọ̀nà dórí ọ̀pẹ ó fẹ́ pin má hanra rẹ lè mọ̀ kàn sí Jitalex International fún ètò ìrónilágbára kí wọ́n náà rọ́wọ́ họrí ẹ̀wẹ̀ ẹ̀ka Jitalex International ó sì dúró lórí à ń pèsè pure water machine ice block making machine nylon machine palm oil mixer digester palm kernel cracker àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gbìyànjú kàn sí Jitalex International tó wà ní first floor White House Ring Road roundabout àgọ́ tẹ́lọ̀ odò ọ̀nà Ìbàdàn ẹ̀ka wọn wà ní abẹ́rẹ́ opposite government secretariat gbọ̀ngàn Òṣogbo road nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lábẹ́òkúta opposite total filling station àdátán Ìbàdàn road abẹ́òkúta telephone 0056046055 email address jitalex@yahoo.com Jitalex International débẹ̀ kò yẹ kambuso. bàbá olówó ẹ̀fọ́ ojú nǹkan.
ọmọọba ṣé ò ní lọ síta kó lọ gbatẹ́gùn díẹ̀.
ọmọ tí rẹ mi.
ó dáná ṣì lọ síta kó lọ gbatẹ́gùn díẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ ọkọ mi pẹ̀lẹ́.
ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣé ẹ ò lérò pé yẹ kẹ́ ẹ gbé ọmọdé yìí lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn báyìí ikọ́ rẹ̀ ti ń ka ọjọ́ púpọ̀ ó sì ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ru ó lè jẹ́ àìsàn ikọ́ ife o.
ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí n rírú ẹ̀ Adéyẹra báwo ló ṣe máa sọ nǹkan báyìí wípé ọmọ ọdún 5 ó ní ikọ́ ife.
ṣebí ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ ló ń gba ìtọ́jú fún àìsàn ikọ́ ife báyìí ẹ lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò kẹ́ ẹ lè mọ̀ dájú o.
ẹgbẹ́ ká mọ ohun tí ń ṣe.
àwọn ọmọdé náà lè ní àìsàn ikọ́ ife tí wọ́n bá ti ní ìfarora pẹ̀lú ẹni tó ní àìsàn ikọ́ ife ọ̀fẹ́ ní àyẹ̀wò àti ìtọ́jú àìsàn ikọ́ ife ẹ pè nọ́mbà yìí 3340 tàbí *3340# fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ìkéde yìí wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ àjọ tó ń mójútó ìlera àtijọba àpapọ̀ pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn èèyàn ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà.
Guy, where una dey see all this airtime, credit and data buy for this cashless weather?
Omo, na small thing na. Dem no dey call me bobo digital for nothing. Whether cash dey my hand or e no dey o, na so I just dey buy airtime, credit and data straight from my bank account o, thanks to Glow e-top up.
The same Glow e-top up?
Yes na, easy top up directly from my bank account. No stress, no wahala.
So you mean say person no need worry about not having cash?
At all. If you no get cash, you no get wahala. You are welcome to cashless recharge on the go, anytime, anywhere.
Buy data and airtime directly from your bank account with Glow e-top up. It is easy, quick, and available on your mobile apps, ATMs, websites, leading retailers, and Glow World shops. Or download Glow Cafe app to top up or dial *777#.
Glow Unlimited.
Hello, my name is Noseniola. I am the officer in charge of this health facility. Do you know that you and your family can now access primary healthcare services at your primary healthcare facility? Routine immunization services are available for children 0 to 2 years, vitamin A for children 6 months to 5 years, and COVID-19 vaccines for persons 18 years and older. Also available during mass vaccination campaigns are polio vaccines for children 0 to 5 years, meningitis, yellow fever, and tetanus vaccines for children and adults aged 44 years. You and your family can also access other primary healthcare services, including antenatal and family planning, as well as check your blood pressure and diabetes risk state.
For inquiries, visit www.nphcda.gov.ng.
Follow no.
Welcome back, still Spotted Beat on Oluyole 98.5 FM. All right, talking goalkeepers this morning. Super Eagles goalkeeper Francis Uzoho has hit out at his critics following his latest errors. Uzoho has been under fire from football fans over his displays against Saudi Arabia and Mozambique in the friendly games this international break. The Omonia Nicosia goalkeeper committed 2 blunders in the 2 games that led to an angry outburst of emotions from football fans in the country. In response, the 24-year-old goalkeeper took to his Snapchat story to respond to his critics. Uzoho posted a picture of himself and captioned it, and I quote, "Do it if it easy. Make a Igbo man come sign you." And that's exactly what he wrote on his Snapchat story. Well, Nigeria head coach Pesero has continued to back Uzoho as his first choice goalkeeper. And talking about backing Uzoho as his first choice goalkeeper, Super Eagles coach Pesero says that goalkeepers of the Super Eagles are having crises of confidence when they keep goal for the team due to a barrage of attack from Nigerians. Uzoho being the latest to be under fire, and the Eagles coach has jumped to his defense, saying that goalkeepers are really struggling to honor his invitations due to prayer from fans in the country. Pesero on the show this morning.
The mistakes is my responsibility, because in Nigeria, I don't know if in Nigeria can provocate that situation. Because the goalkeepers never play free, never play tranquility. Because the people, I don't know why, attack the goalkeeper every time. Why don't attack the strikers when they lose the ball or lose the goal? Why? Every time when I arrive here, I remember, attack the striker. Okay, change the goalkeeper because he did it. But the goalkeeper don't feel comfortable. I arrive here, I spoke with them, all of them. No one feel comfortable, because everybody attacked them. Okay, could do a mistake. Is my responsibility. Next time I need to train it better.
Don't feel comfortable because you attack them. Why don't you attack the strikers for not scoring? Why the goalkeepers? Leave them alone. That's what Jose Pesero is saying this lovely morning. Moving straight to Europe, where Inter Miami will forward Lionel Messi. We understand is expected to win his 8th Ballon d'Or later in the month. According to the UK Mirror, the winners of both the female and the male categories of the award have actually leaked, with Messi set to win the Ballon d'Or again, and Barcelona midfielder Aitana Bonmati set to win the female accolade. Messi's imminent triumph will see the Ballon d'Or awarded to someone who plays outside of Europe for the first time in history, and take him 3 clear of his eternal rival, that's Cristiano Ronaldo. I understand match officials for match week 9 in the Premier League have been appointed. The weekend's big clash will see tabletoppers Arsenal travel to Chelsea. The game at Stamford Bridge will be officiated by Chris Kavanagh. That's the man who will be in the center for that big encounter. Let me also inform you that former UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya has announced a sabbatical break from the sport. He made this known just a month after losing his belt to Sean Strickland. Adesanya lost his middleweight championship to Sean Strickland by unanimous decision decision in Sydney last month in one of the biggest upsets in the MMA. Well, let me also inform you that the 13th edition of the African Games is gradually gathering momentum, with countries confirming their readiness to compete. The Games was actually initially built to take place this year, but was postponed. Will now hold next year, and I can confirm to you this morning that 44 out of 54 member nations have confirmed their readiness to be part of this year's African Games. The Games have been fixed for the 8th of March to the 24th of March 2024. And congratulations to England, who have confirmed their qualification for Euro 2024 in Germany coming up next summer. That's all to permit me on the show this morning. Big thanks to the entire production crew. Big thanks to Juju and you for listening this morning. The show returns tomorrow morning. Till then, do have a lovely day and stay safe.
98.5 oluyolefm.
Bójúmọ́ bá ti mọ́ ọ̀yẹ́ máa ń la o. Ọ̀yẹ́ tó la lónìí o, ọ̀yẹ́ ire ni. Ẹ̀kún ojúmọ́ lọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí o. Ojúmọ́ aláyọ̀ lè ní o. Ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ màlá tó ti gbé dé. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ìròyìn kárí ayé màlélẹ́yìn o. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Etí inú lè jò ń lò fọ́nrán ìní tó lóko yìí. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹ̀tẹ́ tí balẹ̀ jẹ́ ká tún jọgbọ́. Ẹlẹ́tí ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ìkànnì tó gbajúgbajà.